Unbelievable! That is a dream goal!
They found it! They finally found the goal they were looking for!
What a finish that is! Do not scratch your eyes! This is really happening!
Hello everyone, and thank you for joining us today here on Game and Frame. I'm Ariel Duran, and I'll be your host for today's match in the League for Clubs between Brooklyn City FC and SUSA FC of Long Island. Both teams will be looking to have a strong end to their season. Brooklyn City are trying to put together back-to-back wins for the first time this year after defeating Atlantic City 4-1 in their last match. And SUSA FC will be looking to bounce back after a 4-1 defeat to Kingston in their last time playing. Let's have a look at the league table right now. SUSA FC are in 4th place, just above Brooklyn City. SUSA with 4 points. Brooklyn City looking to pick up their first points in the Northeast Conference, the North Division, that is. They got that win over Atlantic City in the overall Northeast Conference, combining North and South. They're looking to put together their first win in this North Division. Stay tuned with us while the first half for you in just a moment.
From soccer fields across the USA to the legendary stadiums of Spain and Portugal, for 40 years, Petrobax has been the go-to expert for group travel to Spain and Portugal. We organize soccer group trips from start to finish, flights, hotels, transportation, and guided tours, all perfectly coordinated by our experienced team. Your trip can include attending La Liga and Portuguese Primeira Liga games, matches against local teams, pro training sessions, and even tournaments. As true experts in Spain and Portugal, we'll ensure you also experience the rich history, vibrant culture, and incredible food these countries are famous for. Celebrating 40 years of crafting unforgettable journeys to Spain and Portugal. Petrobax, your team, your passion, your trip to Spain and Portugal starts here.
My name is Austin Brummett. I'm a men's soccer player at San Diego State University, and I play forward. The Salt Air Case helps block odor from my cleats when I'm driving in my car or when I'm keeping my cleats inside my house, so I don't have to worry about it stinking up my room. It helps me keep track of my cleats and my shin guards so I know that they're together, and I don't have to worry about tracking them down or losing them or stressing out about where they are. I would definitely rock this, walking to the games, walking around to my trainings. And it's super helpful for travel. When I travel in the airport to go to away games, it's not going to stink up my backpack or stink up the plane where I'm sitting. Magnetic strip on the top is super easy to open to take my cleats out and to put my cleats back in. I think it's an essential part of my outfit for soccer, and it helps keep all my stuff organized and stink-free.
A quality highlight reel is crucial for college and pro recruitment. A lot of services offer generic solutions, but at Game and Frame we know every player is unique and needs a personalised approach to win over coaches. Our process is simple. We work with any footage, and if you need help finding your best plays, we'll review games for you. Once we've finished, you'll have a reel you can upload to any recruitment platform. We've helped hundreds of players get the attention they deserve, including placements in Division 1 programs. Scan the QR code or email us for a free consultation and start the journey to maximize your recruitment potential.
Thanks for joining us here. Excited for this match coming up here. As I mentioned in the intro, both these teams looking to have a strong finish to this season. The table sees them propping up the table in the bottom 2 positions in the North Division. A win today for Brooklyn City would still have them in 5th place, but that'll close the gap to SUSA down to 1 point. SUSA's next game is actually against Brooklyn City on July 5th, and Brooklyn City's next match is against Kensington before they face Brooklyn City. So a chance potentially for one of these teams to do the double over their opponent. Chance for Brooklyn City to leapfrog SUSA, or for SUSA to build a little bit of distance between their opponents today. Just recently, as I mentioned, Brooklyn City got their first win of the season against Atlantic City, who are 6th place in the overall East standings. And a notable victory for SUSA also came up recently against Met Oval, who are currently in 1st place. That was a 3-2 victory at their home field. So a big win for them and a chance to build off of that. Brooklyn City looking to improve their goal scoring. They got 4 goals in that last match against Atlantic City, but besides that, only have 2 goals in all the rest of their games. So looking to improve their goal scoring record, and a chance to do so today. We have SUSA FC Long Island in the white tops, black shorts, and Brooklyn City FC in the teal tops and gray shorts. Waiting to get the okay from the referee. And here we go. We're underway here in the first half here at Brooklyn College. We're lucky with the weather today. It's cooled down after a few recent weeks of pretty high temperatures. Nearly perfect playing conditions here. Early possession for SUSA. Ball nearly won back, but that attempted challenge gives away the free kick, and SUSA get kicked back off immediately. Pass from Ajayi down the line for Chris Arias. Those two combining again. Back to Christian Escobar. Here he is again, the number 6. Driving forward. Good pass into the middle to connect the striker. And here's Randazzo, number 9. Pass out wide for Gillen. Here's Gillen looking for an option, back to Randazzo. SUSA moving the ball well, cycling it, and a good touch to knock it out of play there from Kareem Abdel. So a throw in deep in the Brooklyn City part of the field. Once again, Abdel gets to it, cutting that attack short. Arias back to Escobar. Pass out wide from Laia Vittel. Couldn't be controlled by Gillen. And now a chance for Brooklyn City to put their foot on the ball and get some possession themselves. Pass forward from the throw-in, held up, and a foul is granted. Good play there by Hugo Sariat, the forward, to just try and maintain possession, bring his team into the play. Pass back to Nikita Kradyuk. His pass picked off easily, goes straight to a SUSA player, but that pass is loose, gonna go to Abdel. Has Dickinson to his left. Here he is now, looking for an option in the middle. Ball comes in. Sariad was just offsides. Had lots of space right there in the penalty area, but too much space. He was just too advanced. And SUSA try and play the long ball forward immediately, but he's offsides there. Maraquinho Ajayi, his brother Olumayowa Ajayi, number 2, playing right back. Ball forward, but again the offsides flag is raised for Aliou Ndiaye. Looked like a push, and the ref does blow his whistle. Here's Mullaredelis. Mullaredelis to Tikanovsky, number 27. Duran Pepic picks it up. Dickinson's ball down the line, not going to be picked up by anybody in a teal shirt. Christian Escobar is back there to collect the pieces. And once again tries to play it through the middle, but it's picked off there. The ball played forward towards Sariat, and Escobar atones for his mistake. Tulak out to Olumayowa Ajayi. A chance for SUSA to build, but once again it breaks down in the midfield. Stopped there by Aliou Ndiaye. And here's the right back again, looking for an option forward right away. It was a good idea, but his brother, Maraquinho Ajayi, may have just been a little bit offsides there. Here's Dickinson again, looking into the middle for Duran Pepic. His ball forward towards Abdel. He's going to reach this one, has Escobar shadowing him, and Escobar wins that battle. A trip there in the midfield. Looked like a tangle of legs there. Foul on Tulloch as he was slowing down, trying to just shielding that ball, and Felix Robinson is right behind him. Now ball comes forward down the line here for Chris Arias. He's on sides, has lots of space. Here's Arias. What can he produce here? Arias ball to the middle. O'Rourke goes down from the challenge, and it's a penalty for SUSA. Not what Brooklyn City wanted early in this match. Looked like O'Rourke was just running away from goal unnecessarily, brought down there. And now a chance for SUSA to take a very early lead. This will be the first shot attempted in this match. Could be a defining moment. It'll be O'Rourke, the player who won the decision. And here he is, the number 10. O'Rourke scores right down the middle. Harry Thompson, goalkeeper, dove to his left in vain. The shot went low and hard down the middle of the goal, and it's 1-0 to SUSA. First clear opportunity for SUSA to attack ended up producing that penalty, and O'Rourke finished it calmly. And now a loose pass nearly picked off by Morokenyo Ajayi. He does pick up the pieces. Here he is on the wing, holds back Felix Robinson and gives away the foul. It'll be a throw-in. In fact, looks like the ball had gone out of play. And a bit of a loose touch there, sends it right back out for a SUSA throw. Robinson trying to make up for it. Gives away another foul. Got to be careful not to accumulate too many fouls such as those and get himself booked. Good move there by Morokenyo Ajayi out to his brother. In fact, O'Rourke picks it up. O'Rourke once again tries to play down the line, but Dickinson's there, reads it well, the captain. His ball down the line towards Sariat. Gonna be able to control it under some pressure though. Skips past the defender. His ball forward for Abdel with a chance to maybe shoot here. Abdel down the line, Abdel to the middle, and Sariat unable to get a meaningful touch on it. And a shot coming in. And dies so close with that curl. Great response here from Brooklyn City to try and attack right away. Great play, great combination from Dickinson and then Abdel trying to square a ball into the middle for Sariat. The defenders came sliding in, disrupted that effort. Escobar's long ball forward towards Morokenyo Ajayi. And here's Tuluk. Once again, brought down by Felix Robinson. It's his third foul that I've counted. And looks like the ref will have a word with him early in the match. 3 fouls. Can't let too many more of those go without showing him a booking. Paris restarts for Gillen. Here they come back across the field. Olumoyowa Ajayi. Arias biding his time. Plays it back to his center back. It's an interesting feature of this field. This field is also used for softball, so we have a raised turf patch over what would be the mound. Ball now down the line. Good chance to attack once again. And the ball is squared in and scored by Randazzo. Too easy for SUSA. Too easy as far as Brooklyn City are concerned. Another chance and another goal. 12 minutes in and it's 2-0 for SUSA. Not the cleanest finish by Randazzo, but he won't care. It ended up in the back of the net. That was a great ball played across the box by Gillen. And Randazzo made no mistake. Hard to make a mistake with the delivery that good. And Brooklyn City have it all to do here. Down very early in this match, 2 goals. Dickinson forward to Soria in space. Here's Pepic. On the left, tries to play into the middle for Abdel. Tries to recover it, but Tuluk able to spin away with it. Challenge there by Abdel, wins it back for his team. Still fighting for it. Here's Felix Robinson, plays into the middle for Soria with a chance to score. And a good save by the goalkeeper who got down to his left. Soria in lots of space. Try to pick out the bottom right corner. Couldn't quite generate the finish. Here's Arias with the outside of the foot, trying to loft the ball over. A little bit too straight, needed a little bit more bend on that to reach his striker. Ball forward looking for Pepic. Good move there by Perez. But Robinson picks it up. Good flick on, chance for Dickinson now in the middle. And a touch will send it towards Abdel with a chance to cross in for Dickinson. His shot saved once again. What a great stretch by the keeper. Nicholas Osorio filling in as the goalkeeper, making 2 outstanding saves so far. But more good signs for Brooklyn City. A couple of clear-cut opportunities being produced after that first goal, and then now after the second goal. And a chance to respond once again here, but that cross is not what they needed. Goes straight out of play over the bar. Looks like Brooklyn City tried to be a little bit more dynamic there, try something new. Dickinson advancing into the middle of the field, creating opportunity. Has to be careful with the speedy Arias running in behind. Abdel holding up possession, finding Soriat, but he couldn't hold up the ball. And Brooklyn City have subs warming up already, maybe considering a change early. Robinson once again fighting for every loose ball, not giving up the fight. Ball forward is a good one. And here's another chance and another goal. Maraquinho Ajayi making it 3-0 for SUSA. Unbelievable start to this game. Everything they touch is turning into gold so far for SUSA. It's 3-0. Barely 16 minutes gone. A clear difference being shown right now between these two teams. A couple chances falling to Brooklyn City, not able to finish them, and everything that SUSA produced is being turned into the back of the net. Plenty of time in this game, though, for Brooklyn City to try and recover this. But they got to look to do better defensively, too. They can't allow every single opportunity to go in. Here's Abdel with a chance, maybe. Makes good contact, but his momentum took him forward, and that ball did not go back across the goal as it needed to. Once again, they look to go direct SUSA towards their danger man, Marquinhos Ajay. He's not the only one. He tried to slip it through for Randazzo, and that ball gets cleared out. So far, 3 goals and 3 different goal scorers for SUSA. Here's Dickinson down the left, looking for a ball forward for Saria. Under some pressure, gets a push in the back. Not going to get that call. Wasn't exactly shoulder to shoulder, but fair enough as deemed by the referee. They play back towards the goalkeeper. Not in the right position. He's able to recover it, spin away, and try and find Marquinhos Ajay. Under some pressure from Ali Undai, wins the ball back, feeds it to Saria. Here's another chance to score, and he misses by inches there. Had a runner in the middle too. Looks like it took a touch. The ref signaling for a corner kick, but yet another opportunity. Brooklyn City need to make one of these count. They can't keep letting these opportunities slip away. Ball in from Robinson is low. Miscontrolled by Ndai. And once again, opportunity wasted. SUSA played quickly. Here's Gillen with space to pick a pass out. Tries to play down the line. Looks like O'Rourke and maybe straight off sides, but it goes back to Randazzo. And Gillen once again looking for options, turns backwards though. Perez for Tuluk. Escobar down the line. And another chance here, ball squared across, and Randazzo scores his second. 4-0 here for SUSA. What an incredible start for them. Averaging a goal every 5 minutes. And it is not looking good for Brooklyn City. Looks like they are going to make some changes early in this match. SUSA's coach has to be very happy with this performance so far. Still barking instructions, making sure they don't let their mental side of the game slip. Still plenty of time in this match. It's been such an incredibly fast start from them. I don't know if anybody on this field can believe their eyes at the scoreline. And some of those changes made. We have Gabasimian, number 16 there on the ball. Out for Ndai, who was just offsides. Unhappy with that call from the ref. He switched out to the left now as Abdel has left the match. And SUSA look comfortable right now in possession. Not afraid to go direct. It's paid off for them as well. Under some pressure here. Perhaps inviting that pressure, creating some space on the other side of the field. Ball stripped there by Pepic. Fed through for Saria. Can he get on the end of this one? The sliding challenge comes in. This is a good one from Laya Vattel to cut just in front of Saria before he get that shot off. Another corner. The set piece here for Brooklyn City to whip in towards Robinson. Couldn't make meaningful contact, and it's going to break for Tulloch. Feeds it down the line for Randazzo on a hat trick now. Good ball movement there. And now SUSA can break forward. A ball played across, going to be picked up by Thompson. And die into the middle. Simeon tries to get around Perez, but doesn't do so. And here's Randazzo on a hat trick. Randazzo this time can't score. Played it right into the goalkeeper. Good ball around the corner from Ndai. And now he feeds in Soriat. The goalkeeper comes out early and slides. He's out the goal now, and Soriat with his chance to score can't put it on target. So disappointing for Brooklyn City. Another chance for Sariat. Truthfully, could have had a hat trick at this point with the opportunities presented to him. Perhaps rush that one with the goalkeeper out the goal. And now another chance for Randazzo to run forward, but the flag is raised for offsides. Football is not always an easy game to predict. It never really played in a straight line. As I mentioned earlier, Brooklyn City got their first victory of the season against Atlantic City 4-1. I was expecting them to be able to be a little bit more clinical with their chances presented. And then considering Atlantic City actually lost 5-1. Excuse me, SUSA lost 5-1 against Atlantic City, the team that Brooklyn City just beat. And here we are with the 4-0 scoreline about halfway through this first half. And here's Pepic, gonna go for goal himself from distance, just goes right off the back of the defender and gonna roll comfortably for the goalkeeper. Perhaps a little bit of frustration with that effort. Just trying to force the issue, but force that effort. That ball picked off. Here's Dickinson with the ball played forward towards Ndai. He picks it up and turns. But good defending. Good defending in the end, wins the ball back for his team. O'Rourke with a little bit of a lucky bounce there as it nutmegged Simeon. And now another chance to break forward. Here comes SUSA again. Looked like he was offsides. Yes, the flag is raised. Brooklyn City look a little bit more composed after those substitutions, but no need to rush here for SUSA. They pick the ball off once again. Olamayoa Ajayi has had a good game, and so has his brother. Ball coming his way here, going to be too high for him from Tulloch. Ball towards Robinson, able to spin and keep possession. Trying to break free in the midfield, but Tulloch makes up for that loose pass and wins the ball back O'Rourke now. Wide for Maraquinho Ajayi, and that ball just went out of play. Some pressure applied there as Thompson was faced with a decision to make there. Loose pass, ball's given away once again. Here's O'Rourke. And Perez fakes the move to go forward, plays it back to Escobar. Here's Perez again. Once again, turning, playing out of pressure. This time outnumbered, and Felix Robinson, tenacious in his defensive effort, showing some fight. Looked like that could have been maybe called a foul there. Ball's played back. Franco forward for Tikanovsky. And here the ball comes for Robinson. Robinson here on the ball, trying to cut back on his left foot. Outnumbered, tries to play it out wide for Ndai. That slip nearly cost his team possession and fell back for Brooklyn City, but SUSA come away with it. Pass nearly given away there. Perez once again recovers that situation. And Tulloch dropping deeper, combining with Perez, who plays a good ball out wide here for Olamayoa Ajayi. Good feet there. Once again, SUSA in no rush. Tulloch under pressure once again, but SUSA have the luxury of being 4 goals up and able to pass the ball backwards. Just control possession. Arias has now stepped into the midfield. Looks like O'Rourke taking up his position on the right wing. And here is Arias now. Space out wide for Olamayoa Ajayi. Cuts in, gets taken down. Contact there from Ndai. In a dangerous position here for a free kick. Arias going to take this one. SUSA have some good height. Maybe perhaps a slight height advantage for a couple of their players. Randazzo and Escobar at the back post might be looking for those targets. Here comes the ball from Arias. It's on target, and a goalkeeper lets this slip for a second, but is just able to recover it as he turned back towards his own goal. Ball forward from Franco. Looked like Saria had maybe just been offsides had he gotten possession. Whistle goes and the free kick is given for the foul in the midfield. Ball into the middle for Tukanovsky. Tiganovsky once again back towards Ayman Jalil. Long ball played over the top for Robinson to chase, but Gillen is there. Gonna lift it up and out of play. Brooklyn City would love to get at least one goal back here before halftime. Robinson cutting inside. Chance to cross in. Saria gets his effort on target, and once again the ball is saved. Bitter disappointment there as they had another opportunity to get an effort on target. But so far, Nicholas Osorio, their goalkeeper, has stood up to the challenge. Good move at the back to play out of trouble there by Laya Vattel. And here's Randazzo chasing this one down. Can he keep it in play? He does so, and he goes down, and the ref blows the whistle for a free kick. Looked like he maybe had just lost control of that one and stumbled over. But the ref gives him the free kick. It was a dangerous ball in from Arias on the right side just a few moments ago. Interested to see who takes this one from the left now. O'Rourke moving towards the ball, and Randazzo, who won the free kick, standing over it. First on the spot. Escobar standing at the back post. I believe right now in offsides position should the ball come to him. It'll be O'Rourke. O'Rourke's ball in towards Randazzo. Gets a flick on over everybody. And then Dye can pick it up here and try and start the counter. Saria trying to hold back his run so he didn't stray off sides. Jalil into the middle. Brooklyn City try and play it out, but it falls here for Arias. Perez out wide for Gillen. Gillen trying to get past Franco. His ball over the top. And it's headed over and wide by Dickinson. And Dye gets to the ball first and hits it off the SUSA player. It's a SUSA throw. Excuse me, a Brooklyn City throw. I believe that was Marquinhos Ajayi who felt the effects of that kick on the ball from Ndai. His momentum took him off the field. He's just coming back now. Dickinson tries to throw it long. It's picked off though. And Dickinson does well to get in the way, but only gives away the throw in. Loose touch there from Arias from the throw. Simeon into Ndai. And Escobar reads that well. That pass got telegraphed right into Sariat. And good feet. Good balance there from O'Rourke to evade the challenges. And here's Gillen's ball in. A little bit too strong, goes out of play. So we were blessed with those early goals. It's been about 17 minutes since we had a goal. It feels like ages. Jalil has Dickinson on the left. And trying to hold it up, but outnumbered. SUSA do well to put pressure on the ball. Randazzo trying to deliver this time, but he couldn't keep it from going out before he got his cross in. SUSA just looks so dynamic in their attack. Have about 5 different players combining up there, trying to find their way around the penalty area and then into the penalty area and try and get a finishing touch. Here's Pepic now. Feeds the ball out wide to Ndai. Has space here. Ndai faced up with Olamoyoa. And he wins that battle once again, the right back. And Osorio clears it forward. And Brooklyn City can settle it. Simeon unhappy with the challenge coming in behind him. Pepic at the ball now. Under some pressure. A clean challenge. Looked like shoulder to shoulder. And Laia Vatel able to shift past Sariat. Arias here cutting in, trying to play a switch out wide, gonna reach Gillen, has to cut back though. Laia Vatel for Perez, then Gillen. I'd like to take this chance to let you know today's Game and Frame broadcast is sponsored by Umbro. You can head to umbroteam.com to start designing your team kit for free now. Produced by Umbro, designed and worn by you. Gillen trying to cut inside, shadowed by Franco. Now Brooklyn City trying to play their way out. Got to be careful not to give the ball away needlessly. Here's Pepic in space in the middle. Has Sariat to his right. Tries to go alone. Now it falls to Sariat. Sariat now. His shot blocked. Goes out for another corner kick. Brooklyn City goes short. And now the ball comes in. Jalil with the shot off the post. That's as close as they've come to getting something back out of this game. We appreciate you tuning in here on Game and Frame in our live stream. We have a couple other live streams coming up for you soon. On Saturday, June 27th at 5 p.m. in the APSL National Semifinal, we have WC Predators versus Prima FC. At 7:30 p.m. in the League for Clubs Northeast, we have Excelsior New York versus Kingston Stockade. Foul. Gives away the free kick there. And on Sunday, June 28th, we have the APSL National Final. That'll be the winner of WC Predators versus Prima FC versus the winner of the Midwest versus South in their semifinal. And at 6 p.m. in the WPSL Metropolitan Conference, we have Brooklyn City FC versus Force FC. Be sure to tune in with us here on Game and Frame on our YouTube channel. Arias wins the ball back for SUSA. Oh, loose touch from Perez. Gives it away for Pepic, but his ball towards Sariat wasn't the right decision there. Escobar plays it into the middle for Tuluk. He's able to get away from the pressure there. Now it's space. Ball comes back to Tuluk there, plays it down the middle, but it's picked off. Granados, number 14 there, picking off the pass. Here's the ball played down the line for Sariak, trying to hold this one up, connect with his team. Back for Robinson, under some pressure there from Tuluk. Ends up taking it out of play. Spin away there from Laia Batel, nearly spins right into Robinson. And here's Maraquinho Ajayi. Wide for Arias. Arias on his left foot looking for an option. Pauses, nutmeg. Arias goes for the shot. Good power, but not the right bend on that effort. Would have been an incredible goal had he finished that off. Some great skill on display right there. Good attempt on the shot. Oh, a chance here for Pepic, able to touch it past Escobar. Pepic has Sariat across the goal, tries to square it. Sariat tries to turn. Couldn't bring it under his spell. And Gillen plays it down the line. Franco able to pick it up and turn back. Looking for some help though. Finds Jalil. Semyon spinning in the midfield, looking for an option, tries to go long here, and finds Robinson on the right. Has Franco overlapping. Now the ball comes in towards the middle, towards the goal, but it goes over, out for a goal kick, and that'll be halftime. So 4-0 here for SUSA. They got off to a brilliant start. 4 goals in 20 minutes. Perhaps silver lining that Brooklyn City didn't let any more goals in after that brilliant start. But it's a long road from here for Brooklyn City to try and recover this one. Stay tuned. We'll be back with the second half shortly.
From soccer fields across the USA to the legendary stadiums of Spain and Portugal, for 40 years, Petrobax has been the go-to expert for group travel to Spain and Portugal. We organize soccer group trips from start to finish, flights, hotels, transportation, and guided tours, all perfectly coordinated by our experienced team. Your trip can include attending La Liga and Portuguese Primeira Liga games, matches against local teams, pro training sessions, and even tournaments. As true experts in Spain and Portugal, we'll ensure you also experience the rich history, vibrant culture, and incredible food these countries are famous for. Celebrating 40 years of crafting unforgettable journeys to Spain and Portugal. Petrobax, your team, your passion, your trip to Spain and Portugal starts here.
My name is Austin Brummett. I'm a men's soccer player at San Diego State University and I play forward. The salt air case helps block odor from my cleats when I'm driving in my car or when I'm keeping my cleats inside my house, so I don't have to worry about it stinking up my room. It helps me keep track of my cleats and my shin guards so I know that they're together and I don't have to worry about tracking them down or losing them or stressing out about where they are. I would definitely rock this, walking to the games, walking around to my trainings. And it's super helpful for travel. When I travel in the airport to go to away games, it's not going to stink up my backpack or stink up the plane where I'm sitting. Magnetic strip on the top It's super easy to open, to take my cleats out and to put my cleats back in. I think it's an essential part of my outfit for soccer, and it helps keep all my stuff organized and stink-free.
A quality highlight reel is crucial for college and pro recruitment. A lot of services offer generic solutions, but at Game & Frame we know every player is unique and needs a personalised approach to win over coaches. Our process is simple. We work with any footage, and if you need help finding your best plays, we'll review games for you. Once we've finished, you'll have a reel you can upload to any recruitment platform. We've helped hundreds of players get the attention they deserve, including placements in Division 1 programs. Scan the QR code or email us for a free consultation and start the journey to maximize your recruitment potential.
Welcome back here to Brooklyn College. We're about to get underway for the second half of Brooklyn City FC versus SUSA FC Long Island. Right now, SUSA lead at 4-0. And here we go. Got the whistle from the referee. It's a big uphill climb for Brooklyn City. Brooklyn City forced into making a few first half changes. Here's one of the changes from SUSA at halftime. David Akpan, number 25, getting his first touch. Escobar, who's had a big impact on his game so far with his long-range delivery from the back line. Ball plays straight down the middle, looking for Sariat. He had just moved out of the position where that ball went. Here's Akpan once again. Looks like number 24, Robert Perez, has exited for Akpan to take his spot. Here's a ball forward for Felix Robinson to chase. To look with pressure in behind, able to spin away. Finds a pass inside for Marquinhos Ajay, the scorer of the third goal. I'm sure with the scoreline the way it is, SUSA will be very happy to just keep a clean sheet and focus on that part of their game in the second half. Meanwhile, Brooklyn City have nothing to lose. Ball coming in here, nearly reaching Randazzo. Has 2 goals to his name so far. Tuluk holding the ball up, bringing in Gillen. And that ball got touched out of play. It'll be a throw-in. Throw-in goes there for Franco. Touch off of Sariat. Gonna be a throw-in for SUSA. And it's touched out of play once again for SUSA. The ball at the moment just stuck in that corner. Looks like Ndai is coming over on this side, switching over with Simeon. Oh, good feet by Arias. Great play, but eventually gets stopped by Franco. And Franco gets a foot in, but it doesn't fall his way. Marquinhos Ajay able to skip past him, but couldn't get a cross in. Granados forward for Ndai, looking for a way out here. Great pressure from SUSA, keeping that ball pinned in there. Good read there by Laya Vatel. Good play by SUSA to work the ball out of that tight space and open up the field into Akpan there. And that ball got deflected out of play. SUSA retained possession. Here come Brooklyn City with a chance to break here as that ball was given away. Chance for Brooklyn City, still potentially an opportunity to get a shot on goal, but SUSA just swarm around the ball and win possession back. And here they come with a chance to counter. O'Rourke out wide for Gillen. Has Moroquinho Ajayi to his left. He's cutting in past Franco. He tries his shot, but it just rolls straight into the goalkeeper's gloves. And now Dickinson looks forward. Space here. And Dickinson rejoins the attack. Ball forward once again. But Pepic had just straight offsides. And unfortunately for Brooklyn City, looks like it'll be offsides and SUSA ball. The flag was raised before the contact and before the free kick. Interested to see what the ref ultimately decides here. Brooklyn City unhappy with the decision as Pepic got dragged down, but it had looked to me like he was offsides before the contact, and that looks like what the linesman is telling the ref now. The manager getting involved as well for SUSA, letting his opinion be known to the ref, and the ref just having to settle the situation down right now. These players got to stay alert when that ball does come back into play here. Arias right now with one boot on, and the ref still going over, going to have a word with the Brooklyn City coach as well. Bit of a unique loophole here. I'm sure if we had VAR, it would give us a little bit more clarity. Interesting scenario though, because in that dangerous of a position as Pepic was going through, it could be considered, if that was a foul, that it could have been a yellow card. But if he was offsides, it might just count for nothing. So it looks like the ref is going to do a drop ball here. It'll be an uncontested drop ball for Brooklyn City, and they play it backwards. Some instant pressure as that ball was put back into play there. Brooklyn City players shifting around. Chance for Dickinson to get a ball in. His cross nearly turned into a shot there. Not sure if that's what he intended, but it almost dipped in under the crossbar, went over and behind. Vatel, it'll just play it simply into O'Rourke. Vatel into Arias now. And once again, Escobar looking to go direct. Randazzo chasing this one down, but Jalil got there in time. Brooklyn City changing out their two center backs in the first half, and since have not allowed any goals. But SUSA definitely still look a threat. Chance there as the attempt to clear bounced back towards the center of the area. But Brooklyn City now able to get a little bit further away. Simeon trying to combine with Robinson. And a yellow card here shown to Felix Robinson, the first of the match. Had several fouls early in the match, was able to escape a booking after conceding about 3 free kicks in the first 15 minutes. And that his first foul of the second half sees him booked. So a chance here for Escobar to deliver a ball in, but the whistle goes. The ref needs to have a word with Ndai and Akpan. Akpan with a little bit of a size advantage there on Ndai at the back post. And here comes the ball in, and Thompson gets out early and above everybody else to claim it. Granados has Franco to his right. Ndai back for Franco into Soria, but he couldn't keep the ball up for his team. And Akpan now can look forward. Goes out wide for Olomayo Ajayi. Trying to use his skill. Here comes a throw in right into the middle. Randazzo able to check back and pick it up for his team. Here's Randazzo now with O'Rourke. Pressure from Granados. O'Rourke maybe looking for a shot. His pass out wide, not going to reach Olomayo Ajayi. To throw in here into Akpan, gonna bring this down. And Dickinson got back to help his team out, sends it out for a corner though. And Arias will go over to take this one. It looked like Arias had been limping from earlier in this match, but seems to have recovered, able to play on. His ball comes in, and Thompson once again able to claim it. That ball just right on top of him. Looking to maybe create some problems, but he dealt with it easily. Pepic able to recover this one. Looks like that ball was just above the line. Showed good speed to try and recover that touch forward. And the ref deemed that it went over the line. It's a SUSA throw. Gillen back to Osorio. Now back to Gillen. They try and play down the line, but it's picked off there by Tikhanovsky. Has Soria in the middle. Soria down into the box for Pepic. Tries to retain it, and it goes out for a corner kick. So a chance here for Brooklyn City to try and get one goal back here. It'll be Robinson to take this one. Here comes the ball in towards the back post. Dickinson gets his head to it. And Dye thought about the overhead kick. And now another attempt comes in. Ambitious effort from Pepic, who showed good endeavor in the attacking half of the field. Randazzo spins away, trying to retain possession. Pressured by Franco, and the ball looked like it may have tipped back off of him. But SUSA get possession. Goes out of play. Gillen backed into a corner, forced out of play.
You guys having fun?
Once again, this seems to be a magnet, and that specific part of the field Ball stuck there. Laya Vittel trying to move it to the other side. Pressure behind. Olumayowa Ajayi. Tackle from Felix Robinson. He's got to be careful there on a yellow card. Already has several fouls in this match. On very thin ice, the midfielder. Here's Tulloch in the middle for Arias. Slows it down. Back for Laya Vittel, and then back for Osorio. Escobar once again looking to go direct, and Dickinson gets underneath it this time. Akpan able to keep it moving for Arias to shoot. Straight at the goalkeeper. Well held. So since the 20th minute, it's been slightly more even. Brooklyn City still have had several chances to get something, get on the score sheet. Here's Robinson. Thought about the shot. Robinson got the ball stuck underneath him, but Soriot with a chance here. Slows it down, looks for help. Here's Franco under some pressure, able to spin away. Here's Franco with space. Franco's shot. Whistles past the post. Not quite the connection he was looking for. And then it was spinning away to the right of that post. And Brooklyn City have a couple more changes ready to come onto the field. And looks like Felix Robinson's match will be over after being on a yellow card. Waiting to see who else will make the change here. Looks like number 32, Idris Casa, has come onto the field. And looks like Ndai has also come off, had a couple bright moments, looked lively in attack. So did Robinson. But with the match the way it is, and Brooklyn City needing to recover a 4-goal deficit, having a player on the field with the tenacity that he has and being on a yellow card is a risky position to be in. But here's another chance for Pepic. Out on the left now. Out muscled there by Escobar. And a good ball to the right finds Olumayowa Ajayi. Here's Akpan in space, turning. His ball forward, not going to reach Morakinio Ajayi. And a foul there gives a free kick away. Franco drifting inside, looking for a pass forward. Granados has to play it backwards. He's switching positions with Franco. Casas has it back for Franco, who tries to send this one forward for Pepic. Slide in there from Tikhanovsky. Luckily for him, doesn't make any contact. Ball forward from Arias. Another chance and another goal for SUSA. It's 5-0. Akpan, the substitute, gets on the score sheet. $5-0 here for SUSA. At this point for Brooklyn City, they got to just be looking for some positives out of this match to try and get at least on the score sheet once. But it's been an impressive performance from SUSA, not letting these chances go to waste. Here come Brooklyn City looking for something here. Tukanovsky forward for Casa. Gonna try and keep this one in play, but he was offsides. Soriat finally gets to put the ball in the back of the net, but only from an offsides position and cross from Casa. Laya Vattel able to pick the ball up and drive forward from a center back position. Ball forward from Tuluk. Looking for Marquinhos. Tukanovsky into the middle for Simeon. He tried to spin away, but couldn't find a way out of pressure. Looks like number 5, Stephen Hollis, has entered the game for SUSA. There he is. Hollis after giving the ball away, able to pick it off, but goes right back to Brooklyn City. Simeon forward for Soriat. Here he is, one-on-one with the goalkeeper. Under some pressure though. Soriat, can he find a finish? It's saved once again. It'll be a corner for Brooklyn City. Chance after chance. Still no goals. It'll be Simeon to take this corner. Here comes the ball in, driven low. Laya Vattel able to get to it first. It goes right back to Simeon. Chance to get another ball in, but this one not going to do the SUSA defense any harm. Goes straight out of play. I'd like to remind you all that today's Game and Frame broadcast is sponsored by Umbro. You can head to umbroteam.com to start designing your team kit for free now. Produced by Umbro, designed and worn by you. Osorio, the goalkeeper, looks like he might be enjoying himself today so far with the clean sheet. And nearly, so far, a perfect performance for SUSA. The sliding challenge is a heavy one, perhaps out of frustration from Dickinson, and that'll be a yellow card for him as well. Hard challenge there. Looks like that was Tuluk. Was able to hold up the ball, not Tuluk. Looks like that was Akpan, who went down under that challenge. It's a heavy one. Able to run it off though. And it's another set piece. Another chance for SUSA to add to their lead. Brooklyn City earlier in the season lost to Met Oval 6-0. Looking to avoid a repeat or even worse of a result than that. Right now it stands 5-0 here for SUSA with still just over 20 minutes to go. Here comes delivery from O'Rourke. Not sure who got the last touch. It was indeed from a SUSA player. Looks like Brooklyn City have also made another change over on the left side of their field. It is Meyer, took Tassin. Simeon's ball forward. Looks like that's Daniel Sokira, number 23, who's entered the game as well, having a play backwards. And here he is again. Here's Pepic. Pepic cutting in, driving, under some pressure. His shot gets blocked. Once again, Christian Escobar, number 6, has had a very good game for SUSA. Not only with his defending, but also his passes forward. And a chance here. Looked like Hollis was ready to spring forward on the attack, but it's cut short. Free kick given here for Brooklyn City. What can they get from this match, if anything? SUSA looked determined to keep a clean sheet. Their wall inching forward, nowhere near 10 yards away from the ball. Still linked, those two players inching forward still. The ref right now with his back to the wall. I'm sure we'll go back and address that. Looks like he will have a word with them. Here he goes with the 10 yards strut forward, and it's about double the distance those two were from the ball. I want to say that's clever from the defenders, but it was nowhere near slick enough. Here comes the delivery forward, and it's straight out of play once again. That ball goes straight out of play. Possession given back for Brooklyn City. Here's Sariat. Trying to hold the ball up, gets taken away though. That ball into the middle. Tulloch able to control it. That back line has looked very good, very composed for SUSA, Escobar, and Laya Vittel. Miscommunication there as that ball was let to go through and just goes right back to Brooklyn City. Simeon back there for Granados. The ball forward from the goalkeeper, not gonna be kept in play. Well, I hope you've enjoyed what you've seen in this match so far. We have more live streams coming up for you on Saturday, June 27th at 5 p.m. in the APSL National Semifinal. We have WC Predators versus Prima FC. And at 7:30 p.m., we have the League for Clubs Northeast Excelsior New York versus Kingston Stockade. And then on Sunday, June 28th, we have the APSL National Final at 2:30 p.m. That'll be the winner of WC Predators versus Prima FC versus the Midwest versus South semifinal going on prior to that game. And then at 6 p.m. also on Sunday, June 28th, we have the WPSL Metropolitan Conference for you, Brooklyn City FC versus Force FC. Be sure to tune in with us on our YouTube channel for those games for some more entertaining football. Pressure on Franco. Able to maintain it. Granados plays it short there. So Kira trying to spin away with a little back heel. Tuluk reads it well. Plays it back for Hollis. And SUSA can just settle with the ball. So Kira trying to press there. Bringing in some fresh legs, some energy from off the bench, but seems like too little, too late here for Brooklyn City. That pass down towards Casa, not gonna reach him. Once again, the SUSA defense reading this build up very well. Good interception there, picked off by Tuluk. He plays a good ball into the middle for Laya Patel. Here's Randazzo dropping deep, perhaps hungry for his hat trick. Hollis puts his foot on top and tries to find the ball out wide for Gillen. Can he get to it? Yes. Just about keeps it in play in the corner, face to face with Franco. Tries to cut back, but Franco wins that battle. His ball forward now towards Sukira, into the middle for Simeon. Has Pepic running forward. Ball played out wide instead. Looking for help, and a sliding challenge comes in from O'Rourke, but Brooklyn City retained possession. Brooklyn City forced to go backwards. SUSA did a good job to get numbers back behind the ball. Here's Casa into the middle for Franco, looking around for some movement. They have it out wide. Brooklyn City, shot comes in, it's blocked though. And it comes all the way back here for Granados. Here's Franco face to face with Hollis. Gets around him. Franco cutting in. His shot once again easily dealt with by Osorio. And Osorio sends this one high and long towards Randazzo. One-on-one with Granados. Does very well to get his foot to that ball and clear it out. Under pressure there from Randazzo, not giving up the fight. Looking for his third goal of the game. Franco forward towards Pepic, perhaps a chance here. And Laya Patel once again gets there just in time. SUSA just over 10 minutes away from a perfect match here. 5 goals scored, 0 goals allowed. Ball comes back there for Sukira. They go short with the corner. Back for Simeon. Back for Sukira. His ball forward. Perhaps chance now. And it just won't fall for Brooklyn City. Another chance for Pepic. I was just about to say, Brooklyn City have had several opportunities. A few of their players could have had a couple of goals. Brooklyn City just lacking that clinical touch. Challenge there, puts it out of play. Back for Gillen. Now Randazzo. Randazzo driving. Has Morocchino Ajayi. He cuts inside. Morocchino Ajayi goes for the shot. Not enough pace on it. Goes straight down the middle of the goal. Thompson picks it up easily and sets his team away on the attack. Toktasin couldn't keep the ball. Randazzo with it spinning. Randazzo goes down. And the ref points for a penalty kick. A chance to make it 6. Looked like Randazzo had just spun his way into some trouble. And that trouble resulted in a penalty. Their second of the game. It was Thomas O'Rourke who finished off their first chance with the penalty, but now perhaps it's Randazzo's chance to get his third. Gotta wonder what's going through the minds of these Brooklyn City players after getting off to a very, very difficult start and started their season and just having their first victory, a 4-1 victory at that. And now at home once again, looking at a big score line going against them. And now Randazzo has a chance to make it 6 and get his third. Randazzo scores. It's 6-0 here. And Randazzo gets his hat trick. Tough evening here for Brooklyn City. Still about 8 minutes to play. A lot could happen, but unfortunately for Brooklyn City, it looks like it might only just happen in SUSA's favor. SUSA with all the momentum, all the flow in their game. That attempt to play into the middle gives it straight to Tulloch and a chance for SUSA to add even further to their lead. Liabatel into the middle there. Ball played forward, almost reaching Akpan. Morocchino Ajayi stepping into the middle, trying to win the ball back. Going up against Nazarov, number 28. It'll be a free kick for Brooklyn City. They go short into Semyon. And Franco now. His flick pass into the middle. Jalil looking to go long. Nazarov trying to use some skill, get it over the head of the defender. Comes away with the ball. Nazarov fighting for it. But once again, this SUSA defense unbothered, able to just deal with everything Brooklyn City throw their way. Here's Hollis driving forward. O'Rourke to Akpan. Ball forward for Randazzo. Can he get a fourth in this game? Tikhanovsky into Simeon. Simeon looking for an option, has Franco out wide, Granados beside him. Both teams kind of moving at a walking pace now. No need to risk injury. But SUSA still look hungry on these counters. To look speeding ahead, trying to get on the score sheet himself. Ball comes in towards Akpan, and a clearance from Jalil. Sends it out for a corner. Arias was the main man on the set pieces for, or at least the corner kicks for SUSA. It'll be Gillen this time to take it. Gillen's delivery towards the back post. I'm sure that's not what he intended. He had a runner at the back post there, Marquinhos Ajayi. Granados plays into the middle for Tikhanovsky. Back to Granados. And Akpan picks it up. Back to Akpan now. Chance for Akpan to get a second. And he finishes beautifully into the top corner. Great finish by the substitute. Able to get 2 goals in his second half. Now looking for a hat trick to match Randazzo. 7-0 here for SUSA. It'll be a heavy defeat for them. Tough night here for Brooklyn City. And once again, the ball's given away. It could be an 8th goal. SUSA look hungry. Akpan with it. Hungry for a 3rd. It'll be another corner though. Just over a minute left in the game. Randazzo running in there. But the corner will get delayed. Akpan in the middle as well. And once again, that corner not the delivery they needed. Perhaps the last chance here for Brooklyn City to get something from this match. Challenge there. Not gonna get the call from the ref. Here's Gillen down the line for Marquinhos Ajayi. Tries to spin away, does a good job to get around Franco. Cuts in, gets past another challenge. And here's Akpan with a chance for a third. Feeds it into the middle for Maraquinho Ajayi. And a save off the foot and then off the post. Another chance. Chance to make it 8. And it goes out for a corner. A miraculous save in the end, truly. Can't get any worse for Brooklyn City. So even if that goal had gone in, wouldn't really have affected things. SUSA take the corner short and try to deliver from a different angle. The 90 minutes are up, and that's the final whistle. A heavy, heavy defeat here for Brooklyn City FC. Disappointing in the end for them, but a fantastic performance, a perfect performance from SUSA as they were able to secure a 7-0 victory and a clean sheet. Thanks for tuning in with us. Be sure to tune in on the next live stream on Game and Frame. We'll see you next time.